doing what other people want you to do. Repercussions, repercussions. Just trying to make a stand. Repercussions, repercussions. From the things are totally out of your hand. First I thought it was a passing thing. Shaping my imagination. What started was a chain reaction, baby. Now it's a hopeless situation.
And welcome to Hiccups. Got about a 10-minute late here start. I'm still getting familiar with a lot of things. Well, not a lot of things, just a few things. Got to remember how to do them. But anyway, so I sent out links afterwards, which are worthless because I had to restart it several times. But that's what all this stuff is doing all this right now for the next few months. Trying to get down to where I know what the heck I'm doing. I hadn't got a clue hardly. But anyway, now we've got the mic situation figured out. There's a plug in the bottom of the mic. I kept plugging it in the back of the computer, like you would your headset in the back of the computer, and I forgot about it. It's right in the bottom of the mic. So that's why I was getting no sound. So anyway, let's start that whole thing over right now. And let's see here. One thing we can do is this. And what's that? Oh, it's not that. Oh, it's that. Nope, it's not that. See, still getting, oh, here we go. Let's just put this up. Still getting familiar. Anyway, the budget, I'll tell you, the next show tomorrow, I know how to, well, no, I'm going to a meeting tomorrow. So I won't do this tomorrow. It's at City Hall. It's on a board, and they give out money to people. So yeah, I'm kind of a backup person. I offer to be a backup for someone that can't make it. I'll set in for them. But I'm going to make the meeting tomorrow, and so I won't do this tomorrow. But I guess Friday I'll do it, and also I'll be able to send out a link. And anyway, getting more familiar here. But the budget thing, which I went to City Hall last night, or Tuesday night, or where we at? Today's Wednesday? Yeah, Tuesday night, last night. And Maddie Parker, well, she rearranged our agenda to screw us up. We don't know what's what. It's not on the screen anymore, and this is done intentionally so they could do this. So I wasn't able to hardly get to speak much on what I wanted to about the police chief. I did stay around late and followed the police chief. They took him off to a press room, and when he came out, tried to get a little bit of video with him, not much. You would think that he's some kind of a movie star or something, the way the other police came out. They knew that I was going to try to question, and one got between me and him and said, yeah, he'll take all your questions. He'll do all this, that, interrupted, right in. And Eddie ran on off. But I did get word straight to Eddie that he needed to talk to me. And I'm not going to try too hard of reaching him by phone well, they've got it. Now, if they don't respond in a few days, that tells me right there they're not going to answer. No respect. And that means when I see Eddie at City Hall, I'll have to use a camera to try to get some questions out of him. Because it's not, if the police chief is scared of me, what kind of police chief do we have? That ought to be a clue right there. No police chief should ever be afraid of me. Okay. Now, Elizabeth Beck, maybe yes, she's half crazy. So, but this event, this is a budget meeting at the library in not in Hanley, on the east side of Fort Worth anyway. They had this budget thing, and what I want to make the point is, see how when the city puts signs out, that's it. One little sign, the day of the event, City Fort Worth event. Boom. All they're doing is just telling the people that are they have signed up to the establishment, their group. That's all they're communicating with here in this world. They're not trying to reach other people. They're not trying to share this information out there. They don't want general public in. Just the ones that vote for Maddie, the insiders, the ones that will turn a blind eye to corruption. That's the people they want. That's in their group, the establishment. And that's all they're playing up to. And as far as this budget meeting, it's inconclusive. It's a waste of time. I did get to say that at city council. I did get to make a bit of a speech. She just screwed around. I didn't get to speak about the chief there like I wanted to. They didn't play my video, which I'll put that out there. They made a bogus reading from the city lawyer. He sent me a deal, said my video was not on topic, which is 100% not true, but not surprising because there's a lot of things they do aren't true, so it's not surprising. And I just sent back and said, okay, if it's not on topic, then we'll just play it at the comment meeting, okay? You don't have to be on topic there. So this works out pretty good. If I would have waited and not send this video in, but for the comment meeting, they would have found something else to come back and say. But now they played their card. They said nothing wrong with the video, it's just off topic. So I don't know what reason they cannot play it at the next comment meeting. I don't know. They didn't, that's all they said, and this can't be off topic there. So we'll see. We'll play it there, just to hell to play it. I really want to spend that time, more or less, talking about the in October. We only got a few meetings before it comes up. The new schedule again comes on there to get people prepared. But anyway, this budget meeting is it's really inconclusive. It's a waste of time. And what I did get to say down there is that, we gave out $5.5 million to the police chief. And he got fired, and then he got $5.5 million for our tax money. Part of $11 million that were spent of our tax money on this issue. And I just wanted to ask why. I never seen anybody get fired from a job and then become a millionaire from it. I just never seen that. That's strange to me. I don't know about anybody else, but that's very strange to me. But so anyway, that and that budget there. Let's see what else. I know here. I do want to get up and talk about the propositions, but I'm not ready yet for that. This kind of went off track with me because I had it loaded up. I lost it when I'm still getting familiar with this, and I opened up another one, and then I found this screen again, so it kind of got me off and on here. But anyway, so it's good. But that's the budget thing. The other thing I wanted to, I had some things loaded up here, but anyway. We'll just change that picture of this one here while we're thinking about this here and get back on track. I'm off track now, I'll tell you that. This whole thing kind of got me off track. That's all right. The whole thing is to try to get us down where I don't do that, and then by midterm. Also, we're having that special election, and I was trying to find a location and then contact the candidates if they do a debate. There's only two. It's called a jungle election. It's District 9. It's mostly the north side of Fort Worth, from downtown or down 30 to the north side, not so much to their district is, and then on back up that way. So anyway, but I was trying to find some place to possibly hold a question, Q&A, and a debate, and get people trying to know who they're going to vote for here before they put them in office. It's one of these two are going to be. I ain't got her card in front of me, her name. I have a hard time pronouncing her name. I got a deal from her to friend her on Facebook, and I did. That's great. And I'm going to ask her if she's got any signs to put out. The other guy, so I hadn't put a lot into this because I've got so much other going on, so I'm just kind of tapping at it. At least, oh, wait a minute. I'm going to put them right here underneath the, Leigh-H. How do you pronounce her name? And her last name is Wambsganss. Well, I could announce that, but I don't think it'd come out right if I said it. So, but Donald Trump endorses her, and that's a very good topic to top on too. What's going on? What's going on? I realized today, is that our liberal friends out there are not ignorant. They just know too much about what's not so. That's all. And like Donald Trump here. I see so many people get on, they talk about that or talk about the people in ours. And what it boils down to is that the Democrats, their only mission is to get Trump out. It's not to work with. Here's the thing: they can't work with him because if they do, and every time he does something good, it hurts them. So they can't help him by doing it. They have to fight him with everything he does. They're going to be negative towards it, no matter what. And that's not good for us. And that's not the kind of party. We didn't have that kind of party back when Kennedy was in office. Now that was a Democrat. That was a real Democrat. We don't have real Democrats in office. They've been taken over by other people. What I'm trying to get people to understand is this: we don't know these people. It's only what the news tells you, what you see out there. I can tell you what I've seen under Donald Trump. I've learned a lot of stuff, and I'm indebted to people that educate stimulates my brain with things I did not know, and he does that. He takes answers, and that's my big thing. That is the big thing to me is because that's where we've lost it over the years. Somehow the candidates got where they can get elected without answering questions. All they got to do is put the same crap on their deal, like John Huffman, I believe that's his name. Huffman, John. I tried contacting him. He's got another deal that they're inviting to your group or whatever. So that's why I was going to see if I can put something together with him and see if he'll come to that or not. But so far he's never answered the other one I sent to him. He has no phone contact. At least with her, I do have a phone contact. I can get hold of her that way. Um, but it's the same old stuff on here. It's just, we're going to secure the border. We're going to lower the taxes. It's just the same. These templates, all you got to do is just put different names and faces on it and use it again. That's the same thing. Every one of them, basically. You know what? I want to see someone that's involved with our local government. They're doing their civic duty before they do this. I'd like to see them at a city council meeting, speaking out and fighting for our rights. It's their job too, just because they're. But anyway. But so far, I'm edging towards her because I got communication. That's what I was going to say about Trump. No other president. And, Reagan was good. Reagan was good. I think it was pretty good. I went back and seen some stuff with Reagan, and as far as and what made Reagan pretty good was that he was an actor. He wasn't a lawyer. That's what I don't care what party they are. If they're lawyers, let's don't put them in office. They're not trained to win by fairness or equity. They're only trained to win at all costs. And that's not what we don't need to lawyer. That's what's wrong with Maddie Parker. She's a robot, so she's, we don't need that. We need real people in office that can address issues and not run away. But anyway, the Bushes, they were nothing but politicians. Before Trump, I would never thought that against Bushes or anything like that, or against any Republican. But since Trump, I'll call out Republicans for the open minds of Phil. I think he's a businessman who's been attacked left and right by media constantly. The two things about Trump, I'll get off track sometimes, but he takes interviews. I watch him there's one of them where he took it from the press, and they sat there and he answered every question till they got through. And the only thing they had left to do is make some jokes about Sherman because there was no more questions. Jokes about him, and that was the end of it. But he takes questions all the way to the end. I've never seen anybody that takes it. That's what we need. That should be normal. That is the sample that we need until we get. I don't care what party. I'm always against this Democrat, Republican. We need both of them, but we need them both to learn what moral values is first. They must learn that you're not supposed to lie. And the people that vote for them and don't hold their party candidates responsible for their lying, well, they're not doing any good. They're just playing a game. It's like rah rah. Don't you want to get to what fixes our country and how the country runs and what's good for the generation to come? So to me, there's no left or right. There's only up or down. And if we want to stay divided and fighting over this crap with people you don't even know or even care about and stuff like that, then we stay down. But when we start holding our parties accountable and kicking their butts out of there, when they disrespect our party, our image. If you're a Democrat, you should be proud of being a Democrat. And you let people get in your party that don't answer questions and barefaced lie to you like Deborah Peoples. She's worthless. She's a disgrace being there. It's an embarrassment. She should have never ran for that job. She has no moral values. She's a Democrat. That's how she got in, by being a Democrat. That's it. And that's the samples I want to show you. We want to start putting people in these offices that answer questions for one. That's number one. And what this brings around to is that I've been doing this for a while. And I'm going to frame this letter. I broke the ice here a little bit, I think. And this is what we want to start doing. And everybody knows I support Trump. Everybody knows I'm a Republican, but I'm not for some of these people that call themselves Republicans, because they're not. They're just puppets. And they make our party look bad. But anyway, and this letter I got that broke the ice came from the commissioner's office, from one of the commissioners. I've been down there yelling, and I've been yelling everywhere, school board, city council, commissioner's court, and I'm making a point across the board. They don't answer questions. That's got to change. That's number one. And we need to unite, no matter what party or whatever. It don't matter. If they don't answer, it's a lack of communication. The communication is the answer to the problems. And we have no lines of communication to our local government. It's one-sided. They tell us what they want us to do. And they don't answer the questions they don't want to. But anyway, this letter I got says, thank you for attending the Commissioner's Court meeting. Dear Bob, I'm so thankful you took time from your day to attend Tarrant County Commissioner Court meeting on August 19, 2025. Okay, now that's very good. See, these people like City Council, they don't realize how much time we take of our time to come down there and do it, and then they spit on us. They just about spit on us, really. And the school board, well, you know what they do? And this is where they're better than council. They don't answer questions, but at least they look at you like their interest, like their interest in what you're saying. They acknowledge you, and they look at you, and they allow you to speak. You can speak to the school board. You go to council, and they got their heads down. They know they'll interrupt you. It's just out of order, those kids over there. It's like a slumber party or something. And we need people to wake up and clean this crap up and get some adults back in charge of our city. This is not good. But anyway, this letter says, I'm so thankful I did. And I appreciate everybody that shows up at these meetings, and they should be recognized for the time they do, because a lot of people don't do it. They don't do it. 99.9% of people won't take the time out. They're too busy taking care of their own issues, and it seems like nothing else really matters. But the letter goes and says, I want you to know I see you, I hear you, I appreciate you participating in the democratic process is important to me. By your attendance, you show me it is important to you. Thank you. Please call my office at any time should you need assistance on a county issue. Okay? So yeah, she's saying I can call her office if I have a problem on a county issue. Okay? Now, I never got this from anybody across the board, school board, and I've been at this for a while. City council, different council members come and go. I've never got this. Okay? This is new. This is breaking the ice. And this comes from a Democrat. Okay? And that's what we need. And I'm going to thank Elisa Simmons in District 2. She's not even in my precinct. My guy is a Democrat too, and he's too busy out now. He's campaigning for money. He wants money. He doesn't. And I've been to him 2 times. I've been to his meeting, when he did a meetings at the community center. I brought my issue to him. I brought it to him down at the right there at the commissioner court, and he turned to his aide right there and said, take care of that. His aide said, I will. They never answer. The only thing I get now is emails from them about, we're raising money for me so I can get back in office again. Okay? That guy, and that's my commissioner, so I don't, now Tim O'Hara, I'm gonna let you know, I gotta look on her too, and I'll see when our next commissioner's court is I go to, I wanna thank her there. Uh, I wanna let Tim know that I think he's a bit of a hypocrite here. He set the rules out for everybody to guideline, he got a strong arm guideline how you should behave at the commissioner's court, he set the lines out, the rules. They even cut down the meetings down to one time a month to 2 times, he took an oath to serve. So this gets to be kind of self-centered, and where it becomes a real hypocrite is that he's removed people out of there for breaking his rules, but he doesn't follow the rules that he took an oath to do. I've got a question for him. I'm gonna put it up again to him first, and then I'll take it to Lisa second. It says anything to do with the county. Well, I'll tell you what has to do with the county. This man right here, he has to do with the county. And if you'll call this SOB, there's his phone number. Give him a call and tell him to contact Willoughby on the documents that we have submitted him about the CCPD funds. Millions of dollars are misappropriated. And have the response from him that he's not going to deny the evidence, he's not going to act on the evidence, and he's not going to answer. That's unacceptable. So we need to go to his boss is where I'm going to, and that should be the court, the county court, I would think, Tim O'Hara. If it's not the right trail to go up to get to him for this, he's not doing his job. He's flat right out not doing, he's protecting corruption. Right now, he's standing right in front of it. And he's supposed to be a Republican. See, none of these SOBs across the board. And I'll tell you what, you Democrats ought to go after Mark Beasley. He ain't worth a piece of crap. Neither is Nicole Collar. They ran off on the redistrictizing thing. These people aren't fit to be in office. Democrat, Republican. I didn't like Hancock. He stepped down, and that's what these two candidates are going for is a special election. It's called a jungle election. And if I do find a spot before too, let's see, the early voting starts October 20th. So we got a little bit of time here. If I do find a location, get them, then we'll advertise it and see if they won't come in. It's called a general election. They're both Republicans, so they're just filling a special election seat thing. I like that. When she told me what it was, she said it was called a jungle election. I said, oh, that's my word of the day. I like that, jungle election. I like that. But, so, anyway, we'll see if I can get that going. If not, that's no, much, but I really want to get ready by March, before March. And I do have candidates that will come on down and running for Congress and stuff, some already. I want to see if we can get some more on and really get more people exposed to it. I want to practice on getting people on here. I'll do this next time and put that link out and not change it. If I don't reopen, because I just sent it out everywhere and then it's dead. So that's okay. This is just everything to me right now is still practice. I think I'm getting a little bit better handle at it. And thanks to the $100 donation, the new microphone, I went back and listened to the other one. I couldn't tell any difference in the settings really that much. I clicked the deal back there a few times. And I thought, hell, the first one sounds just fine to me, I guess. Maybe because I'm tone deaf. But anyway, what I like for people to do and on this show. Leave word for Maddie, Conrad Maddie, to put back our free speech is what needs to go back up in October. And I don't have that picture on here. I thought I had that on here, but I don't. It's on that other one. So yeah, I got my wires crossed there a little bit. But and a lot of times I like this one too because I do wish this was we're going to call it quits here, and we're going to let Maddie tell us that we are done in Lamar next day or so, and I feel like I can build a little better show. Getting closer and closer to where I want to get at, I think. All right, so next time.
She's just too young to be a mayor, I'll tell you. That's Maddie Parker right there.
Enough.
You can't take
Don't follow me out. You're done. I don't want you in my face.
No, ma'am.
I want you to be done.
No, ma'am. I'm not
You're
done.
done.
I'm not done, ma'am. I am not done. I'm a citizen and I'm not done. This is a public building. You do not own it. You do not own it.
You don't have
You
a
do not
right.
own it.